Good afternoon and welcome to El Plastico.
El Plastico
Have you ever seen a better flick? Have you ever seen one better timed? Subbuteo, game of the day with Dave and Big Chris.
It's the big one. We say it's the big one. These teams have only met once before, yet somehow they have become the biggest derby in Subbuteo history.
in the world.
In the world. Never mind just Subbuteo history.
It's bigger than
but
that,
in
Dave.
world
It's bigger than
history.
that.
It is. It's bigger. It's bigger than Real Madrid Barca.
Who?
It's bigger than the Milan derby.
It's bigger than the Escape to Victory with Pele and that shit film years ago.
Never seen it, but I know people rave about it on the group. Oh god.
Yeah.
Right, being my father, if I haven't seen it, it's probably
That's true,
if
yeah.
you wanted to take responsibility for
Brother.
Twice removed. Right, so moving on though, we have got a really packed show to you today. It is extended highlights footage. It is the equivalent of Monday Night Football, except it's Soccer Sunday. Was it Soccer Sunday? Super Sunday?
Super Sunday.
It's Subbuteo Sunday.
Subbuteo Sunday.
There we go. So it's
Yeah.
Subbuteo Sunday. We've
We've got
the
a big TV screen with arrows we can point everywhere and. Oh no, we haven't. No, but we could have. But who wants that? Who wants that level of analysis?
Don't tell him I've got a surprise for him later. Right, but,
Ooh.
oh, you see, I've got plans.
Let's
I've
be
got
honest,
plans.
Just big up to Big Dave for he's the brains behind the organisation. Clearly, I just turned up and I had no idea what's going on. That's fine.
But it is going to be a very good day out though for this one.
Yeah.
I mean, but let's have a look before we start.
It's like Wallace and Gromit's Day Out.
But before,
Oh heck.
underneath, I swear to God, joking aside, I swear to God, we're moving this. As requested, orange
The big
t-shirt.
reveal.
There's an orange
He's got his jammies on.
Keep you warm. Keep you warm. But anyway, this is serious. This is a rivalry.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's rivals. We're rivals. So before we start though,
Is that an orange T-shirt, by the way?
yes, it is. Well,
Hello.
Well, before we start, anyway, these teams have met once before over
have.
the lockdown of
have, yes.
2021. And so, without further ado, let's have a quick look over the highlights.
It's a really good form just in the WSA stand there. And the voices are great. This is just, what an atmosphere, what an occasion. And the Witten and Bart Meany will there have a chat with the referee. Ball moved forward now. Oh goodness me, Chubbing's there with a little bit of space. Bennett's trying to track back. He's left so much room. They're moving there. I think Booth's assisting him, trying to make their way down the wing. Bennett has a shot. Oh, and it's cannoned off the bar. Oh, that's so close. Bart Meany nowhere near that one. That could have been 1-0. Dynamo coming forward though. Trying to clear, trying to shoot. Oh, that is close. Spink moving in from the left, and Bart Meany's parried that away beautifully. Moving the ball, has a bit of room, shoots, but he just can't get a good strike on it, can Louise? But he's made good room, he's utilised the pace and the gaps on that side. Battling for the ball, Buckfast is in with a shout here. Buckfast does win it, he's got Decaf in support, shoots. Well saved, but it's come back out again. Who's got shoots and it's hit the bar? Is that the bar? Is that the post? Oh, it's the post. What an effort. Second half kicks off here. Oh, Louise though. Louise is looking really strong there. Shoots and Tiss clears that. Warren Tiss, safe pair of hands. Moving forward though. Fotherington Thomas now. Can he get it? He's supporting striker. Burt comes in. Knocks the ball away though. Well, there's a problem. They're trying to play it out from the back, but they've failed to do it. And Louise is through again. Oh, Louise. He's everywhere at the moment. Ball moved across forward. Grabber's got some space, but it's well cleared for another corner. Next corner comes in, trying to find Fotherington Thomas's head, but it's well cleared there by Witten holding the line. Oh, that's lovely play out there by the sack from the back. Moving it around, playing the Chubbins way, keeping hold of the ball. Oh, this is looking lovely. Bando's moving the ball up. Bibbing's in support. Moving it out wide though, opting to use Grabber. Really loving this wing play. He shoots. Oh, and he can't get it. But Jennings has cleared right into the path of Burns. Burns has an opportunity here. He's got Buckfast waiting in support. But I think he's lost that, but he's still there. Burns. Oh! Shoots, and it's just past. Oh, goodness me, Buckfast has another go. He's there. Oh, he's had so many chances this game. Might be suspected foul there. The referee's played up. Oh, and Peacock, you can't do that. He's jumped in there. He's taking him out. That's a bad challenge. The man's down, but oh, look at this. The players are really upset about that one. Oh, there's a bit of a commotion here. There's a bit of handbags going on here. Can't really see anything worse than that, though. The managers, oh goodness me, they don't seem to be game. This could be a fantastic goal if it goes in. The players right, the last one going absolute raptures. Bibbing fancies it. Bibbing stood over it, the free kick taker. You'd think they'd invest in a specialist, but he's got a good chance. Shoots on, it's well saved. Warren Tiss knocking the ball away. Oh, and he's such a strong pair of hands, and to knock it away from danger. Oh, that could have been the game. And
well, it's nice to have a look there, isn't it? Going back with the highlights there. I mean, looking at that, I think thoughts there. I mean, Dynamo, you can see why they had such a strong season.
They're all over Chubbins. First half, particularly. Chubbins weren't even involved with it.
I mean, indeed. I mean, obviously going back to last season as well. I mean, we chat. Obviously, Dynamo won the championship the last game of the season with I think did they beat Chelsea? I think didn't they? They won 2-1 at the end with the score with the brace from Witten. But for Chubbins, obviously coming off a struggling season last year, they've started reasonably well. Okay, this year, haven't you? I mean, there's already points on the board.
You say a struggling season,
but last season,
European glory, mate.
Indeed. But if we look at last season, then, whilst we're consulting the book, if we look at last season, at this stage in Division 1, Season 2. I'm so prepared, I got the book out already, quite clearly. As we look here, you started off with a 1-0 defeat to Norwich. Then, against Arsenal, you lost 2-1.
Bad start.
And then on week 3, you managed to beat Burnley. But apart from that, after that, it was a loss, a draw, another loss. And then it was only week 7, 8, and 9, you started getting the results to turn it around.
I remember the threat of relegation.
It's already
massive tension that season.
But ended up finishing a comfortable mid-table. But would you feel for Chubbins this season? Now they've got a few points under the belt already. Is that a little bit more pressure off?
I think they find their feet in the division. I think Plan A, and if that doesn't work, Plan A better. It's clearly working for Chubbins this year.
I mean, at the moment, Chubbins 6 points, 6 points from 2 games, which is so it's a perfect start. It's a dream start. Maybe it's a blip of the season's over. But looking now and looking back at the footage there, I mean, if we look at that, I think Bart Meany and Warren Tiss, the 2 goalkeepers, very key players to watch out for in this El Plastico because they really influence and change the game.
They've had 2 fantastic seasons, haven't they? And Bart Meany, the captain of Chubbins. Not by chance, a massive influence on the team, and his play it from the back is incredible. Sometimes reckless, but then hey ho.
But then looking back at that, then speaking of captains, I mean, if you look from the team, you've got Witten, captain of Dynamo Nubbins, who is one of the couple of real life players that end up being put in there. But somehow in this series as well, being put in that centre position seems to have a massive difference for Dynamo. Makes it. I mean, scoring the brace to win the championship at the end. You're looking. How important is he to this game? How important is he to this game?
Not every player can handle being captain as well as a kind of star player, can they? But he's taken that on board, I think, and influenced the team. He's a winner, isn't he? He's competitive. I can't remember who captain of Chubbins is, to be honest.
Bart Meany. You just said Bart Meany. You led me into it. You led me into that one, indeed.
You cut that bit then.
No cuts, can't be asked. Bothered. But But then looking back, obviously Dynamo with the threat there. We'll go down to our big screen in a moment, and we'll discuss it further in detail on our little non-electronic screen. But watching that back then, do Chubbins have any plans to counter-attack the threat that we've got that Dynamo pose? Is Dynamo looking quite strong on the attack there? And so how do Chubbins counter that? Are they looking to counter-attack? So
there's two ways of looking at it. One is we can have Chubbins can have a plan, which is basically if you're in possession of the ball, if you're on attack, then you put pressure on the other team, and that's all that matters, and the rest will come back. We'll take a chance on that. Secondly, it's a derby game. Sometimes all that goes out the window. As soon as you cross that white line with a crowd baying for blood, sometimes whatever your plan is goes out the window. One reckless challenge, crowd gets up, bit of tension in the game. Who knows? Let's hope the manager's not fighting on the sidelines.
One thing though, before we do move on though, is
Bovril, by the way.
Bovril indeed. But
Proper footy drink.
foreign pitch to yourself, not played on this surface yet. The Deladon Matteo doesn't count when we had a quick kickabout a few months ago with completely stupid made up rules on the spot.
Yeah.
But new surface for Chubbins.
I know.
New surface for Dynamo as well. Dynamo haven't actually played a league game on this pitch either.
I suspect they've been practicing on the pitch though.
Have not actually. Too busy at work. What about work? At work now, and somebody always has to come and do something. They say, "Oh, can we sign up?" Oh, try and play Sputio here, but you know how it is. So from there, the pitch conditions, is it going to make a difference? We're on cloth today. Normally we're on Astra pitch. It makes a big difference. Is it going to make a difference?
First few minutes of the game, it's going to settling down. We played a game recently on a similar pitch, didn't we? With wibble wobble bases, and it was all hell for the first half. So lots of variables this game. Lots of variables. No excuses from me, but lots of variables.
Right, we'll tell you then, shall we look through and we'll go have a quick sneaky peek at the pitch and let's have a look through strategies of what we think there might for lineups there might be of the game. So as they line up, so from Dynamo usually you've got Tiss at the back from there. He's looking to play, potentially Hunter, you never know from here, is how he's going to play. Massive team then, you've got your enforcer in the middle or you've got Bertano Girardi. As you can see from there. Yeah. But Nubbins, sorry, my apologies, seem to play with a back three. So you've got Peacock in there, and as I'm looking through the players here, so you have Peacock in there, and you have Labamba at the back. So you've got a solid and a strong back three, which I think makes a difference. Okay. Now, Dynamo usually used to play now with wing backs, and it looks like they're going to be the same. Cafu, so you'll be looking at pushing him forward from here, and how he plays. Then you've got the usual star of the left wing back show. You've got Bennett that goes in there. And then last season, what we did seem to find, he was just falling out of his base. We were chatting before about the captain, weren't we, Witten? He occupies the centre of midfield, but seems to play more of a role there, as he does going forward. And then you've got options that come beside him that are quite predominant. But at the moment, they seem to be playing a lot of Raul Pachupka in the middle, who seems to have a very, very good season. Now, if you look from there, the Dynamo, when they seem to have the spread, so they've got these three here looking to attack. You've got these two wing-backs that can come back and forward from there, providing some real cover at the back there, but while supporting from the centre of midfield. Then from there, you've got Burns, who does an excellent job as a target man up top, very strong, does what he does, nearly said agile, but we all know that's not true, don't we, Christopher, from back in the day? But then we've got here as well, back from suspension, Jermaine Buckfast, lethal on the right-hand side. That's when he plays. And also, the next person, we've got Gregory Spink there playing on the left wing, who seems to be very strong there. Now, for me, this is a very good, strong outfit for Dynamo. They've got changes, but this is a little bit of a change. Last season, we tended to see three at the back there, Witten occupying the middle on his own, needs some glue in his base, and then that provided, so play from the central role, and that's why he was so key. We do, though, seem to be seeing a little bit of a change, Christopher, this year in the formation, and they seem to be pushing these two up more forward together as these come up there and relying more on pressure play from the backs here. But when we're looking at these now, does that mean that they're open to counter-attacks coming from the back because they're not sat as deep as normal? So in Subbuteo, you tend to see a Chubbins lineup will come back here. But because the Dynamo tend to try and play up as far as they can, does that leave them open
at the back and undefending of the shooting line.
The Dynamo high press we're talking about, aren't we?
The Dynamo high press we are.
Indeed, yeah. Anything goes, really. I think you'll find Chubbins are adaptable to those tactics, as we'll see shortly. But it does put pressure on the Chubbins midfield. So that's a problem to solve, isn't it?
It is indeed, yes. So, but looking now, so when we've got the Chubbins players...
Likely lineup. Let's be fair. Sabuccio, Chubbins, traditional 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
4-4-2. With a twist, obviously. With a twist. So we've got, clearly...
Bartmini,
the
captain.
Let's do centre-backs.
So you've got Grabber and Tompkins
Grabber
at centre-back.
Tompkins. Grabber, the enforcer, the school bully. From the Molesworth episodes. Two solid centre-backs there, David. Two solid centre-backs with Bert and Ernie on the wing. Never too close together, Bert and Ernie. There's some rumours, we deny those rumours. Bert and Ernie as ever, full-backs and wing-backs, maybe. Let's talk about that later.
Let's see.
And then we're going to have Bando, midfield enforcer. He's going to be doing the Calvin Phillips kind of role. So, while we're 4-4-2, we've got a bit of flexibility. Maybe we can drop to 3 with wing-backs.
Oh, look at that. He's trying to copy the champions, I see.
Maybe we can do that. In reality, all these guys are going to be up front, piling on, aren't they?
We'll get to that.
But we'll get to that now. So there we go. So Bando, the enforcer in midfield, going to play the kind of centre defensive midfield role. We've then got creativity, Pablo Fernandez.
Oh, it's a very interesting one there.
Key signing for this team. Key signing. The Spanish magician.
Indeed, El Majos himself.
El Maggio himself. And then we're going to have Luiz and Bibbing on the left.
So Bibbing taking more of a wide role then, because he played a little bit wide last season.
He did,
but he found that this season, so that's a very interesting one, because Bibbing seems to have found a lot more success cutting inside. I mean, I imagine we might get to that later, but he seems to have been playing more of a secondary striker role this year.
That's right. Confidence is up. Scored a couple of decent goals, important goals last year. And then we've got obviously our front two, Fothington Thomas and Molesworth.
Fothington Thomas and Molesworth. Right.
Molesworth playing a more advanced role than normal. But I suspect we're going to be dropping it into El Maggio. 2 wings supporting Fothington Thomas up front.
So it's a very fluid formation is what we're looking at from
That's
there.
right, yeah.
And any news on this? So if we look here, that we've got our backs. Your backs here are quite deep. Is that to absorb pressure? Is that because you're trying to play a deeper line for possession? So what's the thinking behind having these players so far back on the line as opposed to being right up on the shooting line?
Because I've got a whole half of a pitch to fill out there, and it looks fantastic.
Right, so moving forward then, as we do. So imagine now, Dynamo are on the attack here. Feel free to move your players at will from here. So we're looking on our big fancy imaginary screen here. But then if you look from here, Dynamo bringing the players up, if you don't mind bringing that left back up, that'd be much appreciated. And then the look at from here. You don't get many defensive flicks, do you? Let's be honest, when it comes to the centre-back. So they can't push forward as much as you'd want to in football. That you're looking from here, Dynamo obviously trying to play a high line here. They've got pressure in the midfield, but they've also got the attack there as a 3. But when these guys come forward, they've got the chances to open up the wings from here. And then, but also you've got 2 chances at going wide, which causes play to cause triangles through the team. But also you've got help from here where they can push inwards forwards to support Burns. So as from the Chubbins, how would Chubbins elect to combat that?
I think you've got Bando picking up any runs from the midfield. If Burns get ahead of that, then we're going man to man basically. We're going to cover that from there. But we're not that bothered about that, to be honest, because ultimately we've got all that space to go in for there. We're going Fothington Thomas up front, hit the wings, and let's push up. El Maggio in the middle. Look at the space I've got there. We're going to be confident of our defence, going to sort that problem out. We've got enough players there. We're even going to go further forward there if necessary to support our midfield. So we've still got some midfield presence. We're on the attack. 3 against 3. El Maggio supporting it. game over.
Now, so that's a really interesting counter, but now imagine, so with one last question for you, is whilst imagine you've got the ball, and you're looking at the Nubbins formation tends to do this, so if you're on the ball, and Nubbins are looking to defend and they've not been hit on the counter, please stay in your base. And moving back here, you've got 7 to contend with, and you've got 3, please stay in your base. Then you've got 3 lingering here, ready, so you've always got this presence of 3 ready to attack with one another, but you've got 7 to get through there. What does that leave you? And if you look here at the moment, there might be some space in the middle here, but if we're looking from here, there's some space there, some space there. But if you've got space in here, you've got 5 people on you, and if you've got space in here, you've got 7 to contend with. So how do you combat that?
You're saying 7, but I mean, I've pressed you back. And when I'm pressing back there,
from there, so as we understand that, but now, so instead of being from the counter-attack, now we've changed the scenario. So instead of being on the counter-attack, this is, imagine, Bartmini's played the ball out, Nubbins have had a chance to reset, and you're purely on your attack. So we've seen your counter formation where you found gaps and holes, but if you're on the ball now, and Nubbins, from what they're doing, have set themselves, how do you deal with it?
Well, I'm just saying, we've got width there, centralised there, El Maggio pushes up, Bando, the enforcer, supporting that. We're pushing up from midfield. We're going to leave 1, kind of 3 at the back. So we've still got 3 on 3 there, 2 extra in midfield, came to there. We've created an imbalance in your side and many opportunities there. So we can go in the middle, down the edges, Bando falling up from there. Ultimately, these are wobbles that can go anywhere, can't they? But let's be honest.
Seems like it's in theory. It looks like this could be a really interesting matchup. This one.
It's going to be fantastic.
So it's interesting that it's nice to see. It's nice to see. We might be the first channel to ever do that. But we're looking at there like the big board of Monday night, like the big Monday Night Football board, or Super Sunday, or Subbuteo Sunday. Yeah. Our version of it. But it's interesting then before the game, especially for the viewers. Maybe you guys have already skipped this bit and think, "Oh, get to the damn game." But when we look at that, you can see tactical comparisons, how the teams are lining up, and then you get an in-depth analysis of what realistically, I suppose both teams can try and achieve. But it looks like a really interesting lineup because both teams seem to hit each other, and they seem to try and deal with each other in areas. Like we were talking about moving the width there, trying to get past. Dynamo with these little containment areas coming forward shows vulnerability on the counter-attack from Dynamo.
It does, yeah. And both teams have gone on that, I think, aren't they?
I think indeed, yeah, from there. But it shows some interesting. I mean, for a 4-4-2, it's a very fluid 4-4-2, which shows a very interesting way of working, which I assume is going to go to just bash and flick later
bash and flick,
down the line.
Who needs a midfield where you can all be in attack with one guy at the back? But we've got Bartmini. Am I to say we?
Yes.
Tribbians have got Bartmini, sweeper keeping. That might be the answer.
It might be indeed. Well, like I said, we've already chatted about those. We've already chatted about the captains. We've already chatted about the strikers. Well, we've already chatted about the impact from there. We've definitely had a chat about the goalkeepers.
We definitely have.
But what we haven't done, we haven't heard from the managers yet. So
we haven't. No.
Let's go straight away to the away team and let's go talk to Christopher of Chubbins. So, Christopher, pleasure. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate that massively for the game. So, before we start. Before we this is your microphone.
Sorry.
So before we start, I've got to say, looking forward to the game. Two games in, 6 points coming into the derby. Does this make or break the season?
Hello. Yeah. Good to be here. It's been a solid start to the season for us. This is a derby game. This is a big game for the fans, and sometimes previous form was out the window. But let's hope we can keep our heads and give our fans, the away fans, which fill the stand, a good day out and a positive result.
Indeed. Well, looking forward to it as well. So some team news in there. You seem to have a fully fit squad available for selection after the considerable Christmas break away. Yes. And so players coming back revived. How are they feeling about this game? Are they ready? Do they understand the importance of it?
I think they do. Mostly homegrown players. Pablo Fernandez is an experienced professional. He's played in big derbies in Spain and beyond. I think the players are ready.
Okay, good. So, any predictions for today? How you feel coming into this game? And lastly, as well, how are you feeling about the opposing manager today and coming against the current champions? Is that daunting?
The current champions? Oh yeah, I seem to recall that. What's the first question? There's too many questions like Zoe Ball on Radio Bloody too.
So first of all, his question is going against the current championships. Daunted?
No, respectful of their abilities and predictions. Not predictions. Respectful of their abilities, and having looked at the strong team out today, I'm very respectful of David for the manager. It always feels like family.
But not when you cross that white line.
We cross the right line, family goes out the window, and that competitive edge comes in. And let's be honest, we always like to beat each other. So it's going to be a tough competitive game, and we're definitely up for it.
Yeah, good. So last one is the buzz in the dressing room, the vibe in the dressing room seems to have picked up well. But the question that we did try to get to earlier, I think we asked 2 minutes at the same time. Do the players truly understand this derby, or is it just another day at the office for them? So is the emotions of the day going to affect any of their performances?
First of all, the buzz in the dressing room was sorted out. We sorted that bloody wasp. Dealt with. The players fully understand what's expected of them. This is more than just a derby. We're looking for the 3 points. We're looking for a good competitive game. It played in the right spirit.
Well, thanks for your time, Christopher. Enjoy.
We're also looking at the quality of the bovril in the stadium and the catering. Our fans complained last year that they weren't quite up to the standard of the First Division, but let's hope the pies meet our expectations.
Thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure.
So interesting to hear from Christopher there, chatting about the game. Doesn't seem, coming from the Christopher in the studio now, yeah. Christopher down in the touchline, feeling a little bit different, but doesn't seem daunted. And this year, I felt last year he was a little bit riled. And he was really
easily riled.
He was talking about mind over matter and saying that he didn't mind and Nubbins didn't matter.
That's right, yeah.
And all these quips and stuff. Do you feel like there's less mind games this year? He's more focused on it, and the result will be what it will be.
I think they're more comfortable in the division now, and that kind of family rivalry is kind of put to one side. Shake hands before and afterwards, fight during the game. But that's all part and parcel, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
I think they accepted their position in the league and consolidated last year. A bit nervous last year because relegation threatened, but no one likes mind games really. So it's all false, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
All games.
Indeed, it is. Well, that's very interesting. But the last one we've got to do then is we've got to look down and we've got to look back, and we've got one more interview for you. The game is the fans are starting to really pour into the stadium now, aren't they? There's
a proper buzz about the place, isn't there?
There is indeed, yes.
Lovely to see. Yeah.
And now I think we do believe that we've got the interview with David, the Dynamo Nubbins manager, now coming up to you.
Yeah.
So let's hear what he's got to say pre-match.
David, welcome to Sly Sports, and looking forward to the game today. Big local derby.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be.
Close to the microphone.
It's going to be a My games. It's going to be a very interesting fixture today. And looking forward to it. Excited for the game. Excited for the day. It's going to be a really splendid fixture.
Splendid. That's an interesting word. Choice of words.
It is indeed. But whilst the Chubbins Athletic guys may have the public school boys in their team, we're all about courtesy over here, good manners, and unfortunately we don't play those mind games that Chubbins tried to play with us last year. And so we're going to go out on the pitch today and we're going to play it our way. We're going to play it within the spirit of the game and hopefully come out with the points.
Looking at footage of last year, during the game, there seemed to be some fracas on the touchline between yourself and Big Chris. Was that sort of the end of the game, and do you think that'll play out today?
Well, it was all.
Thank you.
It was all in the game, really. I mean, I think I've got to say from there. I mean, it was a rash challenge by Peacock. Did he get carried away by the derby moment? Maybe. Was it right for Christopher to come up and run out of his own technical area in the fourth official made nothing about it and come up to myself and and say what he did say, which unfortunately we can't repeat back on camera, and for the Chubbyons League FA and Dispute Your Game of the Day Association did nothing about it. And we're talking about potential big team bias here. I mean, but we've got to deal with that. It was a rash challenge. I could understand at the time, but is at the end of the game, it's all football. It's all Subutio. It's all forgotten about. Maybe it's not forgotten by the association, and hopefully the referee will have a tighter lid on those things today, and hopefully keep it under control so it can be a proper family-friendly spectacle.
Splendid comments, but you seem to be saying that it's all forgotten about, but you seem to be quite passionate and slightly bitter about that encounter. On a positive note, it was good to see that somebody of Chris's age running on the touchline. But
well, I wouldn't. I'd say passionate. I'd say definitely passionate for this team. I wouldn't say bitter, but it's always nice to hold that little bit of edge in your minds over the last game. I mean, at the end of that one, we did nearly throw away the game there, conceding a free kick late on. Peacock's learnt from it. He knows from his mistakes. He also knows that Aruka Sladabe is on the bench today. He's looking over his shoulder at his place as well. So he's calmed down a lot. He's got Beitano Girardi next to him as well, who can do the full force, enforcing, get blood on your boots kind of challenges, really. So he's got something, so he can concentrate more on just playing his game as the big, tough, tackling centre-back. And so it's something interesting. But looking back on the season, that key moment, if that free kick would have gone in, then there's no title at the end of the year. So it's not necessarily being bitter. It's just remembering what level you are, the pressure it takes in the game, what the fans expect to succeed, and making sure you match those expectations.
So those moments are frozen in your mind. So is it time to let it go?
Well, it's. I mean, like
that was purely frivolous, I'm afraid, David. But I do apologise on behalf of Sly Sports.
Well, like we're saying, I mean, no copyright intended, but you know, it is a winter game. Dynamo, cold never bothered us anyway. So, will that give us over the edge of the Mediterranean chubbins? Who's to know? But feeling positive, feeling confident of this game, and we'll love to let it go away with 3 points on the way back to the dressing room at the end of the match.
Excellent, David. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to a good game.
Thank you for your time. So interesting to hear the thoughts then from David of Dynamo. Then the manager is looking like, I mean, we look from there. Maybe the interviewer's got under his skin a little bit. Some interesting comments there.
He seemed very passionate about
very unprofessional microphone work, but looking from that,
it's youth training operative, and sometimes we just can't get the staff.
Indeed, but
I say youth. Why? Why sense?
Some Nivea face cream.
Yeah. That's a hammer blow to the interviewer, I'm afraid.
Well, he's looking at there. He's seems to have been a key turning point in the season. He seems to remember that free kick quite vividly. And obviously, is he driving him forward? Is he gonna hold them back in this game? Are they looking at something that, you know, an expectation that might or might not happen, or is a sign of looking at one key moment in the season? Is that a sign of preparation, or is that the sort of thing where you look at that one thing that could have changed things, and does that play on you and give you a negative mentality going forwards?
I think listening to the comments there, he's going to turn that and use it as a positive for the team. Remind them how close they came to losing the game through indiscipline last year. And how close that free kick was.
Then we're chatting about obviously using it as a positive. Does it provide a negative mindset?
Yeah.
But in the end, I think when it comes down to it, it's all about. It doesn't matter what happens now. It doesn't matter the manager's mindset. I think what happens is now these players that cross the touchline and see how they do.
It's about the fans, isn't it? This game really. Yes, 3 points are at stake. Both teams have massively achieved to be in this division still. Dynamo being champions, and they've got great respect for each other despite all the banter. But it's about the fans. El Plastico is about the fans. As a football game, it's about 3 points and the league position. For the fans, it's about that local rivalry and about going home with bragging rights in the pub tonight.
Well, I think so, and you can't say fairer than that. Well, it's going to be a really exciting game now, so...
I can't say it.
The teams are ready. I can never ever win it. The teams are ready. It's time to go out onto the field now.
Smell that grass. You can smell that grass.
They're into the tunnel now, so let's have a look then. Let's join Gantry, Dave and Christopher there for the live commentary of this game. Let's take you to the game and excitement. Let's see how it goes.
Well, it's just me. Unfortunately, it took far too long to record this, about 4 hours, so you're just stuck with Dave again. You've not got Chris in the commentary today. Look at this, the referee there having a word. Speaking of Christopher, before the game, having a word in the tunnel, seeing what he's thinking, seeing how he feels. Look at that, he's talking about something. Is that VAR? He might have been commenting about something from the... From Warren Anchor, I believe, making some recent mistakes affecting the Chubbins games. But what's this, Cash? Oh, I don't know what that's for. Maybe he was just looking for his keys. Let's turn a blind eye to that one. And the referee now as well. He's going to meet the Dynamo manager now. He looks suspiciously different, but I don't think he does. Let's ignore the continuity error, but here we go. He's had a bow to him. That's a very strange thing for him to do. Maybe it's because the tunnel's filmed in a secret training hall. Not so secret. You can find us on Google. But look at that. He's having a word. Elbows? Goodness me, what's he there's complaints here. Honestly, is he trying to play mind games with the referee before we've even started? Well, I don't think the referee will dare. The referee's not taking any of that. He's not discussing it, is he? Really, the lack of VAR. And he's forgotten his keys as well, I think, there. But look at this, the players now ready to come out of the tunnel. They're raring to go. I could have found a different kind, but copyright claims are so lovely on YouTube. But look at this here, the boys are ready to go. They're raring, checking on their other teammates. They seem pretty buzzing. The referee's given the call. Handshake before the game. And we're out. The crowd are buzzing. Look at it. Here come the teams. It's Dynamo Nubbins. It's Chubbins Athletic. It's El Plastico. This is going to be a superb game. Who knows how this is going to turn out there. It's the first time the Dynamo Arena has been used in this state. But look at this. The team they're lining up. Dynamo, they'll be ecstatic for this one. They'll be excited. They've got a strong lineup. The champions of last season. Off to a shaky start this season. Chubbins Athletic narrowly avoiding relegation last season, but did win the Europa Caravan Cup, and now are looking potentially to win the title, currently on 6 points from 2 games. And the handshake there, it was nice to see the respect sign in games like this. It may be a derby, but in the end it's all football, it's all flick to kick, it's all respectful. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see any repeats of the Subbuteo World Cup when it comes around in Rome again, like last time that we all remember seeing on TV in the clips. Now look at this there, they're coming out to the ends. Warren Tish running out towards the Chubbins end is getting a bit of stick there from the What's Your Subbuteo art stand. And you can hear the fans there, they're really baying for it. Chubbins have brought a massive away following to this one. The Chubbins players making their way over. Look at that, Barkmean is already settled there, just in front of the home terrace. They'll be really up for this one. They'll be really keen for that one. You can hear them all. There's some really loud voices in this arena. It's a small stand, but it has vibe to the ground. Non-league football-esque is... You just can't beat it. There's certain vibes you get from 100,000-seater stadiums, but smaller stadiums have such a different feel to it. But look at that. The benches there, Dynamo have got a stacked bench and a lineup there. We looked a little bit at that before the game started. Hunter seems to have missed out to Warren Tiss. He's on the bench there. We've got Rukas Ladebe there, hopefully wanting to make his debut. Booth's on the bench there as well. It's a very strong lineup. But look at this now. Witten and Barkmean, how important, we chatted about it before the game, but how important are these players going to be to their team? As we can see the lineups now, Chubbins going for a 3-4-3 there. You got Pachubka in the middle there with Witten, and you've got Dikafu and Bennett on the left side. You've got Burns up top with Spinks and Buckfast, and the usual back line of Peacock, Girardi and Labamba. Chubbins sticking with the same line as well, but Louise is playing a little bit further forward with Fotherington Thomas. You've got a back line of Burt, Ernie, Tompkins and Grabber, and you've got some strength in the midfield as well. What will we see? Potentially Bibbing will make a massive difference. He's playing out wide again today. Now look at this, here we are, we're off. Whitson moving the ball forward. Referee scampers out of the way. Spink there from the left, knocks the ball forward. Is this an early chance? This could be an early chance. If he gets this right, goodness me, Dynamo could be off to a fantastic start. He lines himself up. Shoots! Oh! Is that deflected? Is that saved? Let's have a look at the replay. It's deflected by Tompkins and made it. Oh, and a double header there. Tompkins with a superb clearance out for a corner. Whitton plays the ball across. It's gone a little bit too far though. Bando has no problem clearing that up there. Grabber there from centre back, moving the ball forward. There's some space available. Goodness me, that was a wayward flick that for defensive-wise. Look at this, they're moving the ball now nicely between. Luiz has got Fotherington Thomas up front. Fotherington Thomas there. Luiz knocks it across. Is that over the shoot line? Fotherington Thomas lines himself up. Shoots! Oh, goal! It's a goal! What a finish! That is right into the bottom left corner. Look at that! What a beautiful finish there. He's going to be delighted with that one. Runs over to the away fans. 1-0 up. What a surprise! End to end already. Not 2 minutes played. I think it's taken a deflection as well off Peacock on the way through, but it's beaten Tiss and he's let low to his left. 1-0 Chubbins. What did Dynamo do now? Oh, I think there might be a free kick there. It is. Playing the wall. Luiz, I think, on the ball, knocks it forward. He's knocked it a little bit too far. That should be easy for Tiss to get to. Bibbin tries to get to it, but knocks it out of play. Ball not forward. Witten there, plays it off Burns. Who's he got forward? The camera readjusts. Spink there's on the left again. He's done a lovely job of winning that one. It's Gregory Spink! Oh, just wide of the post. A deflection again. But look at this. Dynamo determined to come out of the blocks to win here. Ball now. Moving around. I think that's Witten on that one. Oh no, it's not. It's Pachubka. Tries to play the ball. Knocks it out for a throw. Throw into Chubbins. Chubbins knocked the ball forward. And two, it's a lovely ball played across. Who's he got on top there? I think Bibbing's offside from where he stood. And Labamba tries to clear. He finds D Cafu just off a deflection. D Cafu's missed it though. Goodness me! And he wouldn't have been offside either. Look at that. There's a man in the 6-yard area. He touches the ball now. I believe that's Luiz. He's got hold of it. If it's Grabber, he's very far forward. There's Luiz. He's got options. Molesworth. Luiz again knocks the ball. I think Girardi's managed to stop that one. It's a good challenge from the centre back there. So Girardi now is struggling though. Who's he got in support? Labamba knocks it across. But look at that, as Luiz is strong in the challenge again. Oh, and he's not quite got the support he needs from Ernie there. And the ball's knocked across, but Ernie's managed to win the ball back, I do think, but he's managed to clear. And it's all the way forward up the pitch. It's a lovely clearance down the left wing. He's brought Spink into the game again. He's trying to find Burns. Oh, he shoots. Oh, I don't think he's got contact on. He has got contact in. He's still Dynamo ball. Spink knocks it across. Can't quite find Burns. Lost the ball there. An attempted block by Bennett, who's miles out of where he should be. Goodness me, this is a dodgy. Oh, has he won the ball? I think he's won the ball there. Oh, that's so close. It could have been a free kick, but the referee has given it there. And it's from the wall here. Bibbing, not the greatest one on the ball here, but he's scored some fantastic free kicks in the last season. And it's no different. What a goal. Oh my goodness me, he's in the crowd. I think he flew in of his own accord as well. Goodness me, it's 2-0. 2-0 to Chubbins Athletic in the first half. Look at that. Bibbing knew it was in. Sails past the left post on his way to celebrate. But goodness me, Dynamo, all at sea, they've had no attacking prowess here, and Chubbins have just made them pay with some really decisive possession. Look at this moving forward now. Have Dynamo changed the system a little bit? It looks like they might have done. Moving the ball forward, plays it against him. Knocks the ball across. You've got Spink again there. He's got help. It's a great challenge. The ball's coming across again though. You've got Witten there. He's got Pachubka to his right hand side. He's got Spink on the left. He's found Witten. What can Witten do? Can he knock it over the shooting line? It's a great block. He's got Pachubka there. Pachubka manages to hit the ball. Who's his options there? That's a wonderful piece of defending. But look at that. There's 4 men around the ball there. And there's 4 Nubbins players there. But they just can't get through the defensive line. That is wonderful defending that. You just do not see tight marking man-to-man like that in a game of Savutio normally. And look at this though. Chubbins though held the line well, playing the ball forward. They've got the ball across. He's running out of options though. He needs assistance. I think he might have taken a touch and he hasn't. Nubbins have cleared it to the left again. They seem to be dominantly trying to play down the left. It's not worked for them so far. I wonder why they keep him going. This one, oh goodness me! He's flown in there. That's a disgraceful challenge. Goodness me, there is Bibbing as well. It's very uncharacteristic of the man. What are they going to do? And he's been booked. He's been rightfully booked on that one. I think the referee's played that well. He knows it's a derby. He knows tensions are high. But he's dealt with the situation. Hopefully that nips it in the bud now. But look at this Dynamo. As I'm talking and coming forward. from the free kick. He's gone. He's trying going right here. Maybe if he'd have stayed left, he's got a shot, but he's at 3 touches. I'm not sure, it might be. It is, he's tried to play it off. He should not have played those 3 there. I don't think the player knew about it. And he lined himself up for a shot he couldn't take. That's such a waste. But look at this Dynamo coming forward again. At least they're playing the press. They're still trying to play their own way. Pachubka knocks the ball forward. Who's he got in front of him now? Is that Burns? I think it is. Burns now in a fantastic position. Has he got the angle? He tries to create himself the angle. He has done. Goodness me, is he playing on 1, 2? There should be a free kick. He's played advantage. What a save! What a brilliant advantage as well. He's given. Burns has got a shot from there straight through the chance there. But what a save that is from Bart Meany, keeping his team in the game. Knocks the ball across. One shoots. Oh, that's a lovely attempt. But Bart Meany from a corner. He saved the ball and he smothered it again for his troubles. Superb play. Well done. Knocks the ball 1. Here comes Chubbins. Knocks the ball 2. Can he shoot? Does he shoot? Oh, it's off the post. I think Tiss has got a touch on that one. That's a wonderful stop. Molesworth through there on his own, off the post. What a fantastic bit of goalkeeping that was. Oh, tries to knock the ball there. Lewis can't get hold of it. He knows he can't. I don't think he knows it. He knows he can't play it. What's he going to do here? And Tiss comes out and clears it and does a very, very good job. Finds Bennett on the left wing back. Knocking the ball forward. Knocks it across again. He's got some space. There's no players in the Chubbins midfield there. But I think as he played that against it, he has. But it doesn't matter from there because they've swept it up. Knocked it forward. This could be dangerous now though. Dynamo have not got many options, but Chubbins now hitting on the counter-attack. Oh! Goodness me, that's a bad foul. But what are they doing? Are they going to try and play on? Look at this, the spirit of the derby, they're playing on. They've got a lovely chance here. Have they lost the ball? Whitton, oh, he missed his opportunity there. It's an advantage again. The attacking team chose to take it. The referee obliged. Look at this one. Oh, and he's moved the ball there clear. He's trying to deflect it. Knocking it across. He's been blocked off again. Oh, goodness me, Girardi from there, but it's been taken off him. But look at that, they're pulling the ball back. Bennett is in a bit of a bad way there. Pablo Fernandez, I would be no surprises. There it is. He's in the book. He deserves to be in the book for that one. It wasn't a great moment for him. But look at this now, Chubbins. They've got some space on the left from the throw. The shoot. Oh, did Tiss get a touch on that one? If he has, it's a splendid save. Just past. But look at that. You can see the deflection right at the end, guiding it round the post. Low to his left. That's a fantastic stop. Ball coming across now from the corner though. Lovely played in. Has he got an option there? Shoots, Tiss saves it, well done. But I think they're still in possession there because it's come back and hit him on the rebound. He touches it 1. He touches it 2. Who's he got? Shoots! Oh, grabber of all players up for centre back there. Great save by Tiss again. Shoots! Oh, just past it. Can Tiss clear? No, Tiss plays out for a throw. He can't play from beyond the 6-yard box and they know that. And well playing him where the ethics of the game. And this knocks it too. They've got a chance though. Chubbins, relentless pressure. We know what happens in these situations, but it's well blocked by Peacock there. Ball coming across. Who's he got for him there? I believe, is it Molesworth? Touches it 1, touches it 2, shoots, it's in! It's a goal! I think, is it Molesworth, is it Fernandez? I'm not sure, we'll find out in a moment. But that's a lovely goal, straight down again to the left. 3-0 up. It's near the end of the half here, and they are 3-0 up. It was Pablo Fernandez there. He goes off to celebrate with little plastic Chris, or little plastic campaign to spare Chris. And look at that, the referee blows for half time there. That's a wonderful game so far. 3-0. Chubbins have absolutely routed Dynamo. Who would have expected this before the game started? Goodness me, their fans have got a lot to be happy about at half time, drinking a bottle than a pipe. Look at this. No, Tiss has gone down on a challenge there. He looks hurt. I don't know if the trainer's concerned. Will he continue?
It's been one hell of a game as that.
End-to-end stuff
It's
there.
half-time, and as we come back up here, end-to-end, but Chubbins are lethal today. I mean, what is going on?
Unbelievably clinical. I've never seen the like, to be fair.
Indeed, I mean, just every single...
5 shots, 3 goals.
They touch it and it goes in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. I mean, Dynamo. I mean, I don't know if it's the pressure of being at home and playing. I mean, I see playing on this pitch, which seems to be holding the ball up quite nice, isn't it? So the change of it's not the same Astra pitch we're used to at the Estadio Bielsa, but it's got to be said. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
So
not
positive.
good.
Yeah, on the attack, win a corner, break from the corner, Chubbins up the pitch, Fotherington Thomas edge of the box,
Bang.
good night Vienna.
I know it's been an incredible game so far. I mean, the thing is at Dynamo. I mean, we looked at the analysis before we started the game, and you looked at the centre of the pitch, and
There's nobody there.
There's nobody there, and we did predict that, didn't we? So we went all these formations. We said there's likely this will be. It did at one point, but it's been end to end, hasn't it? I mean, it's been there. So I think. It's been a full-blooded game as well. I do believe you've written the names down. Bibbing, that's very uncharacteristic of him. And was it
Fernandez.
And Pablo Fernandez.
Two players who are not normally aggressive.
Full-blooded challengers, weren't they, there?
Yeah,
I mean, that's just, for me...
Perhaps that aggression has tipped the balance. It's a fine balance because those players on yellow cards, you know, if that continues, then they're walking, aren't they?
Well, there is there, but also, I mean, if we look here, as we can see, they come off the pitch now, but if you looked at the final highlight of the game, the final goal, I don't know if there's been a collision or something like this. I mean, we'll show you the video now on the overlay, but there looks to be some real concern for Warren Tiss, the goalkeeper. I know he's conceded 3, but it looks like he might have to come off at half-time for injury there, because I don't know what's happened. We'll have to see on the replay.
Yeah.
For yourself,
I think it's an emotional injury. To be fair, I think he's sulking.
Well, I don't know. He's truly flown off his base, wasn't he?
He has flown
he's
off his
down
base,
on there.
yeah.
So whether or not he'll be able to continue, I don't know. But
I think what happened in reality was that as he threw his teddy out the court, he fell out his base. That's right, all sulk.
He's
he
down.
made a couple of good saves. To be fair,
He did. He's made a couple of good saves. Kept them in it when it was 2-0 down. But now it's 3-0. They've got a mountain to climb. If you're Nubbins, what do you do?
Well, first of all, you've got to address the keeper situation. Is he coming out the second half, or is Dave the Safe Hunter going to make an appearance?
Well, Dave Hunter has obviously played. He's done reasonably well.
Yeah.
A mistake was it in the
first game of the season,
the Charity Shield.
The Charity Shield, that's right.
It was the Charity Shield. There was a mistake there. He's not played since. But if you are Dave the Safe Hunter, what are you thinking now? I mean, you're looking at one of the best goalkeepers in the league's gone down. In a derby rivalry, are you secretly happy to take your chance?
Mixed emotions there, isn't it? Because goalkeepers union, they support each other. These guys, don't they?
But you're saying it's a difficult one. But if he has to come on, I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, we'll have to get an update on you further on before the game starts. I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of minutes when it comes to half time. But Chubbins now, you're 3-0 up. What do you do from here?
I think they've got to play the same way, because as soon as you start sitting back against Nubbins, conceding space. They get an early goal, 3-1, tension mounts, the crowd get on the back. Who knows, really? It's going to be nervous starts. Keep it as it is. Keep playing on the break and keep playing that football.
Right, well, we'll see how it goes then. Is right. So, without further ado, then let's go back down to the second half now. Is where I do believe is, if we look, I think there might be some changes being made from the substitutes bench, but we'll have to go down and see.
Just shut you up because you've got substitutes.
Second half now, and we probably should have seen this coming. I think Dynamo there. Hunter is coming on for the injured Tiss. We've got a couple of changes here. We've got Buckfast, who's been poor all game. Nartin's coming on for him. Nigel Nartin with his debut for the team. And look at this as well. We've got, I think, Labamba's making way there for Rukus Ladabay. So that's an interesting one. Change at centre back. You think Cafu maybe would have been the choice to come off for Nubbins there. But it's an interesting one that made all 3 substitutions there. 3-0 down. Suppose you've got to do something about it. But look at this. Chubbins now kick off. They're unaltered. They're fit. They're raring to go. They must believe that they're going to win this one then, and they're going to see this one out. Nubbins now though on the ball. Knocks it forward there. Spink again on the left. Again, Nubbins favouring the left-hand side. Something maybe they need to think about in future games. Look at this though. Spink tried to make way. Oh, and he's made connection with the ball there. It's going to be easily knocked out. Grabber there with a free kick forward. Oh, he's absolutely pinged it though. He's found Bibbing on the left side. Shoots! Oh! And Hunter immediately called into action. His second game for the club, his first one in the league. He's made a wonderful stop there. That will give him the world of confidence, especially since the Charity Shield final there. That's a lovely, lovely save. Look at this though, Chubbins though from the corner, looking dangerous again. They've hit Dynamo almost instantly once more. He's moving that about. Is that a free kick though? It is. The referee says free kick. Witten's lined up behind the wall to make sure the wall doesn't jump over it. Who stood over this one? Fernandez is taking this one, not bibbing. It favours his side on his left foot. Shoots off the wall, but no, it's in. Oh no, 4-0 straight away. Pablo Fernandez has got his brace in the game. But look at this, he shoots there. Oh goodness me. The player's been laid down at the back of the wall for a bit of a laugh for immersion. But it's hit the bottom of his base, it's laid down, and he's spooned it over Hunter. Who would have thought that putting a player behind the wall lying down for a bit of fun and realism has caused such a problem for Dynamo? They're 4-0 down. They're so unlucky there. He's come off Witten, he's gone over the top of him. They're going to have to fight so hard for this game now. Chubbins coming forward, Nubbins knocking it across there. They've got a bit of urgency about it. Narty manages to connect with the ball there. He's got a player in front of him though. I think Bando there knocking the ball across. But Nubbins there tries to get us a lovely, lovely challenge from Burt though on the left side. Here we go then, Dynamo trying to get the ball here, knocks the ball. I think it's a foul. There's a foul in the build-up and they've called it and they've played it. Here come Chubbins though. Knocks in the ball in midfield. They've got a solid midfield presence here. They've got two players up front there. But look at this. Nubbins have got 6 around the ball. And that's lovely, lovely play. And he's connected with the ball. There was nobody on the left side. Bennett, though, is recovered. Bennett makes the interception. And Bennett clears away. He'll be very pleased with that one. Knocking the ball now across. Oh, knocks the ball forward to Chubbins. Nubbins then trying to get behind the ball. Will they be able to do it? Chubbins though with plenty of room down the middle there. But look at this, they've got some space on the right. Is he going to utilise? No, he plays this through the centre. And look, he's got option on the right. There's no cover again. They've moved to a 4-3-3 of Nubbins there, but it's not seemed to work out. But Bennett seems to be playing much better there. He's taking his 3rd touch though. It is, but he's played off him again. He stood strong in the challenge and he's won himself a throw-in. So Chubbins exploiting the area on the right-hand side here. But look at this down the left again. Dynamo have been so unversatile in this section. They're just playing down the same wing. They need to change it up if they're going to get any results from this game. Grabber now winning the ball there. Can't see somebody's dopey hands in the way, but it's knocked it forward there. And they're still playing across. Bando, has he got help across from the side? I think Bibbing's come down short. Oh, he's tried to win the ball. It's knocked away there. And it's played down the left, but look at this, is a massive gap from Nubbins there. Chubbins exploiting every single available option to them. Knocking the ball forward. Nubbins though down the right-hand side. Look at this. They've changed their attack path. Is it going to work? Oh, and he's just missed the flick there. Chubbins now though coming forward. Oh, goodness me, what's happened here? I believe there's an advantage there. I think when the camera panned, there must have been an advantage there, an infringement. I can't remember. It was only played yesterday though. But it was, yeah. Nubbins played the ball across. Look at this, they're going right again. Or is he going to try and ping it to the left? He's got the option, he is. Look at that, they're trying to use the left side again. This is, when you do extended highlights, it becomes extremely noticeable with these games now. But Chubbins there, winning the ball in the midfield, I believe. It's just off camera. Oh no, they played it down though, they won the ball. Let's see, Spink knocks the ball forward. Can't be offside from the throw. Nartin there knocks it across. Has he got options? Spink. You'd fancy you might have a ping from here. You never know. If you don't buy a ticket, you can't score. Ooh. Well, if you don't buy a ticket, you can't win, as they say. But that's it. It's a decent attempt, but it's easily blocked away then from Burt. So I tried to put it in the mix there on the corner. It's rebounded off there. Can they get hold of it? Oh, I think there's Fernandez that's further back than he should be. Meany though. Meany's going to come out. A solid clearance from Bart Meany. Ball across now. Nubbins, if they need something from this game, they've got to get it soon. They try to thread the gap, fails to do so though. Witten there has a big run for it. Is he going to knock it forward? Is he going to go for it? It's a save by Meany. Lovely stop. Witten really puts his foot through that, but Meany knocks it away. And it's cleared out for a throw-in though, but Dynamo's still coming forward here, still urgently needing something from this game. Knocks the ball, oh, he's failed to hit that. Who's on the ball here? I believe it actually might have been Whitten from the throw. It's the only blonde man I can see. Shoots! Oh! It's come off everybody there. And Dynamo still managed to win it. Somebody's won it in the box. I think Whitten followed the ball through. Somehow, Burns knocks it across. Suspicions of offside. Not given. Burns has still got the ball. Has he got anyone in support? Whitten tries to knock it backwards. Look at this. They're trying to play the ball around, but this is wonderful from Grabber. Can't get past him here. Look at this though. It's Raul Pachupka. Pachupka sticks it in the bottom corner. It's 4-1. It's a goal. He's going to be delighted with that one, but not too much. There must be mixed emotion. But look at that. The Nubbins fans have something to cheer. That's what you like to see. They're still behind the team here. They're 4-1 down, but they're still singing for the boys. They've got no delusions of grandeur at this club, it seems. But that's a wonderful finish. Chubbins back to come. Knocking the ball about. Can he get hold of it? The Nubbins there. Look at that though. They've got the ball, but it's forcing them backwards. This is lovely play from Chubbins. But look at this. Oh, he's found himself in all sorts of trouble. From the kickoff, they've been pressed there. And he's played the ball off and he's managed to win it. But look at this. The shot. Oh, it's a tight angle. But I suppose when you're 4-1 up, you can try these things. The game is ebbing away slowly from Nubbins. If they're going to get anything here, they're going to have to do it fast. The free kick there conceded, knocking the ball forward, knocking the ball again. Can he keep following it down? I think Whitten's run out of touches, but he's trying to close down. He gets in the way. We haven't seen the captain play very well this game from there, but that's well cleared away from Chubbins. Knocked out for a throw. You need to expect more from the man. Here comes it. Might be his chance. It's Whitten. Shoots. Oh! Bart Meany. Is that Bart Meany safe? Off the post. That was close. But you think if that had gone in, they had a chance. But time is ebbing away. You think this is all Chubbins now. The longer they hold on to the ball, the more likely it will be that they'll come out with the win in the El Plastico here. Knocks the ball too. Oh, can't quite win it there. Knocks it away, does D. Cafu. He's cleared away by Ladabay, who's had a very, very good game since coming on. No advantage. Free kick brought back there. There's an infringement there by the Chubbins players. Camera angle moves, gets the man in shot. Knocks the ball forward. Comes off the defensive play, but Bart Meany plays it out. He's played it out, so there's danger here coming forwards. Can they hold on to the ball there? He's cleared away. He's cleared off the feet of Pachupka. But Chubbins now coming forward. I don't know if that was a foul. No, it's not. He's won the ball. It's down the left again. He's got options there. Nartin's on the ball. He touches it across. Has he got Pachupka? Is he available? No, Burns has come back to win this ball. Still wins the ball, but he's well defended. Oh, that's a bad challenge, but I don't think there's any meaning in it. Look at that. Whitten's trying to make sure he's okay. The way this game's going though, to make it, I can't imagine there be any other option here. The referee has got to put him in the air. He does. Look at that. The referee puts him in the book. Consistent, fair. Evidently not paid off in the end, but he's been a great refereeing performance. Look at this, never mind that Chubbins. Oh! It could have been 5. That could have been the demolition job right there, just past Hunter's right-hand post. That was close, and Chubbins have really showed their class there. It goes to show they might have had a dodgy season last year, but they're back with a vengeance. Lockdown didn't help them in their results finding with the solo matches, but now they're playing on their own 2 feet. They're earning their own results. They've got another 3 points in the bag. Surely now it's only a matter of time. The referee looks at his watch. There's still time to be played. Chubbins play it forward, knocks it across, doesn't quite win it, does Molesworth, but they've still got the ball. It's knocked away there by Peacock. Cleared by Nartin. Is there another chance in it for the game? He's knocked it across. I think he's got Nartin. He's found himself on the right. He's also got Whitten. Nartin. Oh, plays potential close to the ball. Shoots. Oh, just past the post. To the credits of Nubbins, they've come to the final whistle. It's deflected for a corner. Will we have time to play it though? It's in injury time already, and we don't. The referee blows the whistle. Chubbins come away deserved winners. What a match that was. The credit though to the losers, Nubbins, they didn't give up till the final whistle. They kept going, but Chubbins stuck to the game. They played with such class today. They played with such ability and precision.
But as we're looking at the game, Hunter there, he's come on for the second half for Nubbins. He's made some key saves, unlucky with the free kick arguably. He can go away happy with that one. And look who they got, Fernandez though, man of the match in my eyes. Pablo Fernandez has run the midfield. He's had a superb game. Got himself 2 goals to show for it as well. Look at that, there he is as well. Bart Meany, key contributions throughout the moment. A real captain's performance from the Chubbins player. But speaking of captain's performances, Whittam will hang his head in shame on this one. He should have done better. He should have performed better. The managers shake hands on the touchline. There can be no animosity after this game. It's been a clear result, but it's been such a good derby to watch this. I'm so glad we did this like a Sky Sports-esque highlights package from there. The Nubbins fans are applauding the players. At least they appreciate the effort in there. But look at that, the Chubbins fans, they'll be on the travel bus home tonight. They'll be ecstatic with that win. Well deserved. What a game of football.
Well, David, 4-1, not the result some of us would have hoped for, but definitely the result that somebody else in here may have enjoyed. 9 points from 9 possible ones. Top of the table. I mean, imagine now, and that's, what is it, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7 goals in 3 games with 7 goals in 3 games, 2 conceded. So that's it's impressive there. But let's have a look at the game now. I mean, before we go and talk to the managers earlier. Chubbins, like I said, we've already chatted about it, dominated the first half. Fotherington Thomas from the edge of the box to the first goal. Bibbing with a free kick off a breakaway. Then Pablo Fernandez from a corner. And all at sea, Nubbins, I think, won a game over indeed. But you look there as well. Bibbing and Fernandez went in the book for a couple of challenges. But we never talk about the referees in a good light. But I think the officiating was understanding of a derby today. And I think it was, and there was no...
It wasn't a nasty game, was it?
No, he didn't jump the gun. There's a couple of challenges that could have looked like... There's a couple of inexperienced referees might have sent one of those challenges off, I think, because it did come from nowhere, 2 foot, full-blooded. Took the occasion into account, and I think it kept the game flowing, I think. Yeah. No, it's enjoyable. I mean, let's go. We've already chatted about the first half, though. Let's go straight to the second half. I mean, Warren Tiss unable to continue. David Hunter, though, he might be upset with conceding one from that free kick, but apart from that, when he's called upon,
deflective off the wall, I guess.
When he's been called upon, he's done his job, hasn't he, from open play, and he had a couple of things to do. Yeah, and I think Hunter, he's got to stake his position for the side potentially, depending on how long Warren Tiss is out. Yeah, because I mean he's kept his boys in it. He's kept the boys in, hasn't he? I mean it could have been embarrassing. It could have been.
To be fair to Dynamo. Took the game by the scruff of the neck. Yeah. Fought for a bit of pride. Scored a deserved goal. I mean, to go 4-0 down straight after half time, you were deflated. The team looked deflated at one point, but they rallied. Could have got a bit between the teeth then, really. Almost to get a bit kind of stroppy edge to them. We had some rude words around the pitch, didn't we? From time to time.
What are you talking about? But look at that. I mean, also the 2 substitutions. We've got Nartin on for Buckfast. Buckfast didn't look the same after that challenge, did he, from Fernandez? No. And Labamba just had a poor game. But not just that. If you look at it realistically, I mean, you look from the game there, Di Cafu is the one that essentially caused the problem for the 4th goal to start. Yeah. By missing a simple deflective block. He's had a nightmare game. He's been ripped to shreds by Bibbing on the wing all match. Yep. So maybe Labamba taken off, but maybe for Ladabay, who did reasonably well, but maybe if they'd have taken off Labamba, maybe for somebody like Booth, or maybe stuck Girardi instead of defensive midfield, stuck him on the wing. But I think you get a problem with it. You get a limited bench, don't you? Yeah. And it's is what it is. But like you said, then 4-0, was it Fernandez that took the free kick then for the second one?
Free kick, deflected off the wall.
Indeed, But
what a game he's had, to be fair.
He's been superb. He's ran the whole thing, hasn't he? Man of the match easily. That man has got to be really pleased with himself. What a fantastic signing this summer. Has even the key difference.
Though, I mean, got to
you can't forget Bart Meany.
But got some important saves at the right time. So
not just his saves, his distribution. I mean, there's a couple of key moments where Whitten should have scored. There was another one as well. I think Burns was through. Spink had one, and especially early in the first half. That goes in, and it's a different game. I know everyone says that, but he's quite simple. You can't forget his key contribution.
Is not the same, is it?
No, but his contribution in key moments was massive. Yeah. But then not just that, you've got to look at his distribution, setting up. I mean, he's setting take. I mean, like saying when Nubbins committed forward, Meany had the ball, stuck it over the top, and that's where the trouble started.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, one thing though, the silver lining. Let's talk about Raul Pachupka's goal. Under pressure, we thought he might have been swapped off at half time.
Yeah.
The manager kept the faith, and well, there was a lot of pressure. There was a 5 minutes where it was all nubbins really.
Yeah.
And I think there was a deserved goal after that.
It was a deserved goal. Yeah.
Then he gives it.
Chubbies have held out, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it looked like that Nubbins were getting nothing from this game. But
it gives the fans something to celebrate at the end as well, doesn't it? I mean, it's nice to see. You don't often. I mean, the difference between 4-0 and 4-1 and you scoring the last goal just takes the edge off a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I think in the end as well, you see it. I like to think that the Nubbins fans haven't lost touch either, because they went over there, applauded, the players as they do, went to applaud the fans, and the fans reciprocated because I mean the champions they were back-to-back champions. They went up from Division 2, then won Division 1. I don't think they've got any illusions of grandeur. I mean, look at where they're playing.
It's disappointing.
He's disappointed, but I think they've still got a little bit of...
What was a real positive from the fans was, for the players and fan relationship, those two kids holding up those signs in the crowd saying, Pachupka, give me your shirt, begging signs basically. That needs to be stamped from the game. Those kids out the ground, never to be seen again. And luckily, Pachupka kept his shirt on for many reasons, and didn't give in to this simple begging for players' shirts with a shit cardboard sign. I'm not having it.
Is it because they told you to grow up when you tried it?
Because you won't go when I made you a sign. You were 29, holding a sign up at the ground going,
yeah, please, Miranda, give me a sign. Yes, yeah.
I know what you mean, yeah.
But yeah,
There's a
good
blight to the
to
modern
see
game.
the players that have not given in to that. Give your shirt to somebody deserving the crowd, but not someone begging with a cheap cardboard sign. At least get it properly done. Anyway,
now you've got that
game.
out of your system again. I mean, like I say, we can brush over the challenge on Grabber by Witten to get himself booked. I think it's just, I think there's nothing really in it, but I think the main thing for me, before we hear from the managers, there's no animosity at the end, is there? I think it's ended quite well.
Yeah.
It's been a clear, I suppose, as well, when you've been beaten by not just a clear margin, but better football, I think it takes a sting out of it a little bit, because if it's close or it's tense or it's come from defensive, mistakes and stuff, but when you've just been played off the pitch, there's a certain amount of you've got to just go.
shoulders, move on.
We go again next week.
That's right. Yeah.
These things happen. We've got the Champions League in 2 weeks' time, and we've got to refocus for that.
Yeah, you're not playing against a team like Newcastle who's just going to waste time from the 3rd minute of the game, take 5 minutes to take a throw in. Those horrible teams like that. You're playing two teams, competitive, both want to win the game, and both going for it. So a great game, a great effort for Sabuccio. Played on all-style basis, to be fair, which we're not that used to, on a cloth pitch.
What more could you want?
What more can you want?
Right. Well, very quickly, let's go to the managers and let's have the let's see what they say post-match.
So, Christopher, must be delighted with the victory there.
To be fair, I'm trying to keep a smile off my face and trying to be kind of magnanimous in my in our victory. But a great game, a great effort for the game. Played in a great spirit, officiated very well. We're thrilled. The lads deserve that. Right from the start, absorbed a bit of pressure, and we stuck to our game plan.
Very good. And to take away, I mean, a perfect start really in the season for you. 9 points from 3 games. Got to be pleased going into that. And how does that affect your form going into the Champions League, where you've got a really tough group coming up?
It's one game at a time, obviously, because we like cliches. But yeah, it gives us a lot of confidence going to the next game, and the European adventure. It is an adventure. We don't get out much, particularly in these strange times. It'd be nice to travel a bit and meet an odd barmaid on the way, increase our fan base, tickle our fancies.
Maybe have an Italian barmaid in there as well. Maybe so see where the season takes us. Maybe. Yeah.
What I'm impressed with is that you're actually holding the hammer back in front of your face that no one can see. You've really bought into this, haven't you?
But apart from that,
carry on though.
Yeah,
Hello. Sorry.
Last one for you there though is whilst we're looking at the game, and moving forward, I mean, coming off, especially off last season's the back of the Europa Caravan Cup success. Yeah. 9 points from 9. You've beaten the champions already. I do believe you beat Manchester United on the road as well.
did,
So you
first
beat
game of the season, yeah.
So a couple of good teams in there. Can you go all the way?
It's been a great start. We'll take one game at a time. Seriously, we're just happy to be in this division, and with the team we've got, stay clear of injuries, playing that kind of football with the fan base as well. It's been a great game for us, and we just take one game at a time.
Thank you very much, Christopher. Good luck with the cup.
It's been a pleasure. Teacup, Bravo Cup.
Behave yourself.
Bad
Cup.
joke, behave yourself. Not the result you were looking for, I'm sure. How did your team perform?
No, it's not the result that we're looking for sure. I think we could have done a lot better. The performance, I do believe. I think we lost the game in the first half, really. But if we look at it as a game of two halves, speaking of cliches, not that I heard the other interview because I possibly wouldn't have been. I don't know how I'd have heard that.
No.
But if we're going down the cliche route, I mean, you look at the second half when you say go again. Is for me, we got a 1-1 draw in the second half. A clumsy free kick to give away, clumsy at the back. But we showed moments of ourselves again. I think at the in the second half. But I think the first half, we just let ourselves down. It's like we just didn't come out of the gate, really. And credit to Chubbins, they took full advantage of that. And we've got a lot of work to do before the next round.
Have you had a chance to speak to the opposition manager yet? Or is that safe for later for maybe a curry and a beer?
Possibly. At the moment, he's running down the tunnel with his underpants, shouting. How crap must you be? We beat you away, and who the chuffing hell are you? And yeah, and apart from that, I definitely saw a brown envelope to the referee's changing room. But I think
this is an accusation, or is this a humorous comment?
It had a cup of tea in it, I think. So he was just saying, "Have a drink on me." There's a tea bag in there, so he's just being his celebratory self. He's the Chubbins manager.
So teabagging the referee.
And unfortunately, whichever way he swings, I'm sure his wife, when his wife rewatches the episode, she might have a thing or two to say about that. And unless she was the referee, then maybe she'd have a lot to say about that. But unfortunately,
as long as it's an organic teabag.
As long as it's an organic teabag, yeah. But that being said, though, she does prefer them nut-free. So whether or not he should indeed partake or drink with that one. This interview's a bit blue here. It's a bit blue. Yeah. It's got a bit blue.
Yes.
Blue. It's blue.
Let's change that then. So moving on from here then, what's the atmosphere in the dressing room like?
Despondent, really. A bit down. I think frustrated. I mean, we can normally rely on our captain to bring the spirits, but he's frustrated with his own performance. But the little plastic men, they have a right to their own emotions and they have a right to feel what they feel as little plastic inanimate objects. And I think they know they can do better. I think that's the thing. So just let them stew. They'll get it out of the systems. But when we come back to the training ground on Monday, then they'll be ready to go again. They'll be firing, and the European competition, the chance of playing some of the best teams in the world, is no doubt going to refocus their minds and stuff. So today we've had a decent start. We can just write this one off, and then you look forward to the next games coming up.
And finally, a message for the fans.
Thanks for turning up. Thanks for paying your tickets. Thanks for paying £5.40 for an overpriced burger. And but they're in song today. The fans didn't let the boys down, I think, and that's the most important thing. So to the fans, just say, keep backing the boys, keep showing the faith as you've done. It's got us so far. It's got us back to back. It got us promoted. It got us the championship, and let's see where it can take us now. So a little blip, disappointing to lose the derby, but all credit to the fans, stuck behind the boys the whole way.
And finally, did they really come to see the Chubbins?
Chubbins will be going over. Right, so nice to hear from managers. Yeah, nice to hear from the managers, really. And
I think good spirits, to be fair.
Indeed.
Both positive.
I do believe so. He's a little bit salty, we'll say at the end there, from the Chubbins commentator. I don't believe he showed his true colours underneath that zip up. But has to be said, fair result, good game, pretty pleased with that. But one thing must say, especially now, because the European games are coming up shortly. But before that, I mean, we talk about the pitch standard for this. Coming up in the next couple of weeks, we have got the Division 3 special that's coming up. But playing on the Studio Game of the Day cloth there, is it going to make a difference on a muddy pitch?
I think players have got to adapt to the conditions, haven't they?
Because it's winter time at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
So there
it's
may
winter
be a
time.
wintry, snowy pitch on there.
Yeah,
There may be
yeah.
the AstroTurf that's been painted with the dry earth.
Yeah.
The muddy AstroTurf pitch, which we all like that one.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And but from there, pitch different. The ground's looking nice, and European coming up after that. So there's a few good, interesting things
exciting
there
stuff
coming
coming
on.
up,
Yeah. But I think, like saying, Chubbins have got to go happy with that, haven't they? The fans, I think. But
Got to be happy, yeah.
the manager's comments as well. If we're gonna assess what the managers have said there, I think from the Chubbins side of things, if I'm through the looking glass looking at that, I do believe that it's a good start for them. I think they've started to show the true quality now that they were showing in the European Cup runs. I think lockdown definitely affected their form because they had a great season to get into the Caravan Cup to start with. The first season, the second season. And the lockdown affects them, but Chubbins now, could they be real contenders?
Some belief in the squad. Very much a team, and who knows where it might take them.
Indeed. So, Dynamo then. So,
Dynamo,
from you,
yeah.
I mean, you've listened to the manager's comments.
Disappointing game, but I think they move on from that. A blip in their season. I think they've played well enough overall up until this point. And a European venture might be a good distraction for them.
Indeed, it might be. So it's been, it's like I say, it's been very interesting set of fixtures there. But looking forward then to the games that they've got, Division 1 there is Chubbins then come against Rochdale in week 4 coming up. So and then after that they're running. They've got Arsenal coming up, which could be a difficult one.
Yeah, tough game. Yeah.
And but apart from that, then after that, let's look at the run of 3. Then they've got Leeds there. So they've got Rochdale, Arsenal, and Leeds. Rochdale, you'd think they'd play them off the park, really, because most teams have so far. Yeah. Arsenal and Leeds, though, could be a tough opposition for them.
Tough end to the season, but hey, one game at a time as the manager.
Tough middle of the season, end of the season as well. But apart from that, so you're looking at Dynamo then, who have got from their games, they lost to Norwich the first season, then they beat Chelsea the week before. So Dynamo 3 points from 9.
Yeah.
They're looking at the bottom end of the table at the moment with a third of the games to go. So they're averaging around about 9 points, which is relegation potential, isn't it? If they're not careful. So coming up, they've got Dynamo. Dynamo have got Everton coming up, who've not had the best start, and then they've got
good chance to get back on track.
They've got Manchester United coming up, and then Rochdale. So Rochdale and Everton coming up from Division 2.
Yeah,
important to get points in those games, you'd think.
Very important. To be fair, Manchester United are not the team they once were. They lost their first 2 games of the season, so maybe that's a good chance for Nubbins to get one over them.
Indeed. So it could be good. Right. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Just to let you know, without further ado, I know we say that a lot. Let me work out. Did I even write the fixtures down? Division 2. Division 3, Season 3. I did not write the fixtures down yet. They're all online.
Coming soon. yeah.
So coming soon. We have got the Division 3 special coming up for you, which is always a nice change of pace. It's always a good one. Then after that, we do have the Chubbions League and the Euroma Caravan Cup qualifying rounds
for the ride.
Indeed. But do let us know before we play these games. When it comes to it, last season we had feedback. It's a lot of games to play.
Yeah.
But the feedback saying what happened to the so we sort of, I think we sort of randomed a couple of games, didn't we? And then played like the final set.
I have 2 volunteers to play some games for us.
Have we? Right.
Yes,
so we'll get some games played for us. We'll
Yeah.
get the first early rounds played, and we'll play the final round of every group stage. And so there's 2 games per group that we'll play through. We've got some people that will play some games for us, and then that makes it as fair as possible, doesn't it? From there, and bring you to that, which is really exciting coming up, isn't it? So an exciting few weeks on the channel, provided we can keep on task and keep on time.
Yeah, it's been a tough few months to get together, blah blah blah. But let's get back on track. Ultimately, we're having fun here, aren't we?
We're having fun. You're having fun joining us, and I'm enjoying the editing process. This one will be an interesting one.
The thorough research I have to do to get to this point in the game.
But let us know about the extended edit. Let us know about how you enjoy the extended highlights from there, because obviously it is a long game. It's a little bit different. And you get to see, well, we weren't at our best. Well, you were, actually, let's be honest. But do join us for next time. Thanks very much, guys, for watching.
Thanks again. Much appreciated.
Forza Chubbins and all that jazz. See you next time.
Cheers,
Have a good
guys.
one. Thank you.
Bye.